Hello, and welcome to the Registered Student Organization Trainings. For this training, our agenda is to go over Tiger Zone, EMS scheduling, food at events, event registration form, risk management, fiscal procedures, money management, solicitation of funds, cash handling, operational assistance, and student event allocation fund. Tiger Zone is the premier organization tool provided by the University of Memphis. It offers numerous benefits, including roster management, event management, document uploads, form creation and acceptance, organizational elections, organizational communications. Organizations must upload their complete roster into Tiger Zone, not just the officers. A member of your organization is not recognized by SLI, which is the Student Leadership and Involvement Department, unless they are on your organization's roster. Organizations must always have 10 members on their roster. If the membership dips below 10, the organization will have 1 month to bring the rosters up, or their organization will be frozen. EMS scheduling is handled by Conference and Event Services located on the second floor of the University of Memphis Center. Each organization is allowed up to 5 EMS schedulers listed for their organization on their roster. To make a member an EMS scheduler, simply update their membership status on Tiger Zone. This does not automatically update them into the EMS scheduling system, so allow up to 1 week for the system to be updated. Event spaces may be reserved up to 6 months in advance. Spaces must be requested at least 1 week prior to your event. Note that outdoor sound must be approved by the Dean of Students. Please provide at least 1 month for outdoor amplification to be approved. When searching for your organization in EMS, be sure to type in U of M, all in one word, in front of your organization's name. On the right side of this page, you will find Virtual EMS Frequently Asked Questions, Event Scheduling Guide, Event Planning Guide, UC and Michael D. Rose Policy Manual, Vendor Contact List. Event Registration Form. Starting in fall 2017, organizations must register every event in Tiger Zone. General meetings do not count as an event. Your organization must register events 2 weeks prior to your event and before you register for space on EMS. Your space will not be reserved in EMS until you have your event registration complete. Your advisor must approve your event before your event is placed on any calendar. After you register your event, your advisor will receive an email for them to approve the event. If you are having an event off campus and space is not needed, the event registration form must still be filled out. At the bottom of this page, you can locate Tiger Zone event registration form. Click the link and go to page 11. Food at events. The university has a sole source contract with Chartwells. Due to this, the only catering option for food at events is Chartwells. The only exception is if food is costing less than $500. When serving food costing more than $500, the organization must fill out a food exemption form, and this must be filled out 5 days prior to the event. In the top right corner of this page, you can locate the food exemption form. Risk management. Organizations are responsible for the risk management of their events. When planning events, be sure to designate a member of your organization as risk manager. Any event expected to have 300 plus participants must have police or security present for the entire duration of the event. This will be noted on your event registration form and routed to the proper channels at the police station. On the right side of this page, you can find the risk management packet, risk management guide, in the risk management matrix. Fiscal procedures. Each organization must designate an officer of the organization who is responsible for the collection and disbursement of funds and the maintenance of books and records. Each time an organization has a fundraiser, ticket sales, charity event, dues collection, or anything for which money is taken, that organization must complete a solicitation of funds process. Any fundraising activity on campus shall be for the benefit of the organization as a whole or a charity. No funds shall be distributed to the officers or members of an organization for personal profit or gain. The organization must provide for the distribution of all funds and assets in the event of a dissolution. Money management. Organizations may pursue any of the following in regard to managing organization funds. Set up an account with an off-campus financial institution such as First South Credit Union at the University of Memphis branch. Organizations using this option should take precautions to employ proper financial management procedures. RSO advisors should not be listed as signatories on the account, although they may be reviewers. Work with the bursar's office and accounting to set up an on-campus account. Work with the bursar's office to use Marketplace, which is an online system that allows members to pay dues or deposit any other organization's revenue with a credit card or debit card. Please note that an on-campus account is required for Marketplace. Acceptance of credit cards. Organizations that utilize off-campus financial institutions and chose to accept credit cards must be payment card industry compliant in order to process credit cards on campus. Proof of compliance must be submitted to the bursar's office. Organizations that deposit their money through the university must be approved by the bursar's office to accept credit card payments. If an RSO chooses to work with the bursar's office to set up an on-campus account, here are some things you should know. Request a university account through accounting, which is called Request for Banner Index Form, and it can be found here on this link. All cash handling policies can be found here, called the Cash Handling Guide. All cash handling personnel should have a copy and be very familiar with the complete cash control guide and follow appropriate procedures and will be required to take cash receipting online training, the credit card security agreement form. Organizations should contact Brenda Butler to discuss bursar accounts. The budget template link can be found here. Solicitation of funds. Anytime your organization has a fundraiser, ticket sales, charity event, or anything that money is taken, you must complete a solicitation of funds form. This includes dues collection and any sort of t-shirt sales. The two solicitation of funds form for pre-event and post-event can be found here. The first page of the form is to be turned in before taking money. The second page of the form is to be turned in after taking money. Financial statement, which is the second page, should be saved until after the event and submitted with the total cash amount taken. Cash handling. RSOs intending to collect money should obtain the following: a safe/cash deposit box, deposit bags for large types of money, a register/pre-number receipt book, counterfeit money detector, a change fund if necessary, and a check endorsement stamp if necessary. Determine the plan for transportation of money to and from the location of the event. Make an approved list of people who will be handling the cash/currency. First South has a drop box at their current Highland location. Should prepare a collection process when receiving/handling cash at events. These items should be considered in the process. Only one person per cash box/register. Check all dollar bill denominations, $20 and over, with a counterfeit PIN. Log every transaction via the receipt book. Keep cash on hand to a minimum. If collecting checks, be sure the names on the checks match the customer ID. Endorse the back of the check immediately with "for deposit only." Keep a log of all checks collected. Be sure the written amount on the check matches the number amount on the check. If a student organization is collecting cash, they must maintain a security presence for the duration cash is on campus. Cash handling. Reconciling. RSOs should ensure that the amount of money on hand is equal to the total sales of items/donations collected. The cash box/register should be reconciled against the receipts for that shift in order to identify any discrepancies. Should have at least one independent person count that the total cash collected prior to making any deposits. Cash should be counted out of sight in a secure location. Depositing. RSOs should deposit any funds that are received to the student organization's banking account. Make your deposits as quickly as possible. Do not wait to deposit money. Be sure to transport cash in a discreet, non-see-through bag. Should always walk/travel in a group when making a deposit. Operational assistance. What is operational assistance? It provides RSOs with the basic funding for daily operation. Groups can receive up to $400 per fall and spring semester. Available on a first-come, first-served basis only until funds run out. No RSO is guaranteed funding as overall funds are limited. What can organizations use operational assistance for? Printing at Tiger Copy and Graphics, advertising with Daily Helmsman, office supplies at the University of Memphis bookstore, no food, no clothing, gifts, or items for individual students such as Scantrons, mail services, security fees, room reservations, other miscellaneous, and speak with MK Tyler for more information. What organizations cannot use operational assistance for? Food, university center charges, gifts, off-campus vendors, reimbursement of money you already spent. How operational assistance is accessed. Get pricing estimate and fill out the form completely. Fill out the online form found on Student Leadership and Involvement website before spending funds. You will receive an email when your form has been processed by the SLI department to pick up a proof of payment form. Present the payment form to the location where you are spending funds. No money is exchanged. We do not deposit funds into organization bank accounts. Student Event Allocation Fund. The Student Event Allocation Fund is managed by Involvement Ambassadors. To apply for SEA funding, organizations must be in good standing with the university and submit a complete SEA application to Involvement Ambassadors via TigerZone. SEA monies can be used for speakers, lectures, dance performances, etc. More information on the SEA process can be found on the Student Leadership and Involvement website. Applications for SEA funds must be submitted the semester prior to the event taking place. This concludes the end of the RSO trainings. On this last page, you can find links to COVID-19 policy, Phase 1 in-person event protocol, and the RSO resource list.